countrymen and countrywomen. Today, the 30th September 2025, I'm issuing a statement in respect to a number of observations we have made in lieu of the presidential campaigns that have kicked off. Yesterday, we released a press statement in respect to an incident that happened in Kalaji, along Kalaji Kayunga Road, near Namioya village. The incident which involved the motorcycles and a vehicle escorting NUP presidential candidate, Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. We told you that a number of people sustained injuries, and in our preliminary findings, it was established that there was a lot of recklessness with which the roads were being used. Just to bring you back to page, we registered the following injuries or injured persons. We had Kewanza Bashir, who was a passenger on one of the motorcycles. We have Kakaire Bashir. We have Sepereza Musa, a passenger. Chisomba Michael, a motorcycle rider who was coming right away from Nansana. Sewaya Eric, a motorcycle rider. Mutagubia Robert, a motorcycle rider. Now, all these people sustained very serious injuries. As police, we made a follow-up today, and the current status of these casualties is as follows. Kewanza Bashir sustained multiple injuries, including a maxillary fracture. Kakaire Bashir suffered multiple injuries and wounds. Sepereza suffered multiple injuries and a fracture to the right leg. Mutagubia Robert also sustained multiple injuries, wounds, and a fracture. The three I have mentioned were all referred to Mulago Hospital for specialized treatment. Then Kisomba Michael, who also incurred multiple injuries and a fracture, as well as Sewaya Eric. Those remained at St. Francis Hospital. Like I have said, that the initial investigations show and tell that there was reckless riding and driving as the cause of the accident. Police officers visited the scene, and we had to tow a vehicle and the motorcycles to police. But the message that has brought me here today is that on behalf of Uganda Police Force, we would like to make it very categorical, and we want to issue a very strong warning to political actors or candidates and their entourages to strictly observe traffic regulations. Irresponsible use of roads, as demonstrated in the incident that caused the multiple injuries, will not be tolerated. Going forward, police will enforce strict measures to prevent such conduct and ensure adherence to the law. We have re-echoed this message today to the commanders on ground, and they are under strict tasking to ensure that no processions are allowed. No processions. So when you are prevented, don't ask why. 2, the placement of obstructions in roads, such as campaign materials, will not happen again. If they do, then they will do with consequences. Impromptu changing of venues, because the field reports we are getting is that today we again almost had altercations between police and NUP because of an attempt to change venues impromptly. We must adhere to what was guided by the Electoral Commission and the roadmap that was given in respect to campaigns. We are speaking all this with evidence. So I would request our ICT team to play some of these videos. Now, these are some of the issues we are talking about. This is Champisi in Kalaji. Stop, hold. Okay. Hold. This one, a number plate is concealed. People are sitting on top of. Now, this is dangerous driving. It is reckless. For the number of days we are remaining within the campaign period, you are going to start registering accidents. Next. Stop. When I say stop, this is a motorcycle rider. You can see. You can measure the distance with which he deviates from the main road. Now, these are going to be clamped upon. Action must be taken, and that is the expectation from all the commanders on the ground. Next. You leave it to go. Stop. Now, these ones traveled. We have these footages showing people are clinging behind vehicles in this style for more than 100 kilometers. Next. Stop. Oh, it has gone. I wanted this vehicle. It will be here. Let's go. It will come. Stop. Now, if we clamped on this car, he would call himself a Democrat whose rights are being violated. Now, this we can't allow. This kind of impunity is not going to be tolerated. Let's go. Stop. I'm missing. Hold. He's driving from this side. There is a car coming from this direction, and this is a corner. But that police must not talk about it. That this kind of motorist, we don't have a right to talk about him in the name of politics, campaigns, democracy, human rights. Now these ones, we're just going to work on them. without a doubt. So leave it flow. You see the intersection, and another one is doing the same. Continue. You see the extent of dangerous driving? Okay, let's continue. Next. I think those are the critical issues. They speak to exactly what you can, as you leave it to flow. We are sending a very strong message that we pledged to protect the electoral process, but we are finding challenges with the people who particularly have chosen to take a defiance mode, to go into defiance mode, to go against the very things we agreed upon. But the clarion call is that it is in your best interest to ensure that you obey the laws of the country and the regulations that are guiding these elections. I thank you very much. Njagala okubatuusaako statement ya security. Twakayingira olunaku olusooka era neroza leero lwe lwokubiri mu campaign za presidential elections. Naye waliwo ebintu ebimu bye tuzze tulaba bye twagala twogereko, nti twayeyamanga police okukwasa amateeka n'okumakinga sure nti campaigns zino zitambula bulungi. Ne tuwa guidelines mwenna twavaayo mu bitudde era mwazigulira. Naye jjo nga bwe twayisiza ekiwandiiko kyaffe oba statement mwalabye ebyabaddewo. We twogerera tuyina abalwadde e Mulago olwa accident eyabaddewo ku luguudo lwa Kayunga Kalagi, nga bodaboda zazze nga zeetomeregana n'emmotoka emu, era we twagendedde okuviiraawo poliisi bwe yazze ne tutwala abalwadde n'abantu ababaddewo mu ddwaliro, nga kwe kuli Kewanza Bashir, Kakaire Bashir, Sepereza Musa, Kisomba Michael, Sewaya Eric ne Mutagubya Robert. Era nga wetwogerera Kawenza Bashir, Kakaire Bashir ne Sepereza Musa abo nga bwogaseeko ne Mutagubya Robert abo babongeddeyo e Mulago okusobola okubafunira treatment esingako awo. Then Kisomba Michael ne Sewaya Eric abo bakyali St. Francis Hospital Nagalama. Naye nga mu kunoonyereza kwaffe already waliwo ebiraga nti akabenje ako kavudde ku nvuga mbi oba kye tuyita reckless riding or driving. Naye twagala okukubiriza abo bonna abeetabye mu bya elections nti mugoberere amateeka, mugoberere ebiragiro, mugoberere regulations ze twabawa. Obutambi tubalaze wano engeri abantu gye bamenyamu amateeka, naye ate ekizibu kye tuyina bwe tugezaako kubagambako bakulembeza nti tusosola, tukozesa amaanyi mangi, tulinyirira eddembe ly'abantu. Now ne tulaga nti eddembe tulina okutegeera eddembe kye litegeeza. Bw'oba ogenda kuvugira ku right nga mu Uganda tuvugira ku left, nga lyeddembe lyo ery'eddembe oba weerimba. Era kati tulagidde abapoliisi baffe ku ground bagezeeko nnyo buli kimu ekisoboka okukwasa amateeka ago awatali kugezako kubira muntu yenna liiso. Waliwo n'ebintu ebirala okwogerako nga ekya procession. kati nga mu katambi ako olabira ddala nti venue yali mu Busoga naye kilometers almost 100 emabega processions gye zaatandikira. So ebyo nga poliisi oba ebitongole ebikuumaddembe tetugenda kubikkiriza. Era mujja kuba mutulaba nga abantu abamu obudde obumu bajja kubumaliranga ku poliisi n'ebidduka ebimu tujja kuba tubikwata. Ekintu ekyokukyusa ekifo ky'ogenda okampeyiningiramu bweba wagamba nti ekifo kyo ku lunaku olwo oliba wano weewo woolina okuba. Era tulina okugoberera puroguramu eyo. Tetwagala muntu kukyusakyusa wano na wali enkya otandika okuwulira nti kandidate omu yabadde n'omulala mu kifo kyekimu ate ne wabaawo obuzibu. So tubasaba mugondera amateeka, naye abatasobola gagondera tujja gakwasisa ng'ebitongole ebikuumaddembe. Mwebale nnyo, mwebalire ddala. Mu ebikwekweto byaffe tulina deployment plan yaffe. Naye kati nga bw'olabaawo anti omanyi mu enforcement waliwo kye tuyita progressive enforcement. Tujja ne tukugirayo ensobi zo, ne tukulabula, ne tukuwa chance okukola ki? Okwetereeza. Because edda banenyanga lumu poliisi nti ekugwira bugwizi kiyiifuyiifu. Now teriyo ajja kwekwasa. Press conference tugiwadde, warnings tuziwadde, eno si yeesoose. So mu maaso awo mujja kuba mulabawooko enjawulo mu kukwasisa kw'amateeka. Instructions ziri poliisi, instructions zino ziri enforce the laws. Tetuyinako mu any instructions zaffe oba any instruction manual bwetugamba kwata ono tomukwata. Yes. Bw'ogamba nti tunakwata buli omu olinga agamba nti buli omu ali kumenya. Waliwo abatali kumenya mateeka. You get it? It is not true that buli muntu ali gamenya. Naye bwe tunakuyita oba ne tuimpoundinga motoka yo, at least wajja kuba waliwo obujulizi. Kye tutaagala totuwa reference nti sinze nzeka n'oli no gwe ojja kwansalinga musango gwo in accordance with engeri gy'oba oguzizzaamu without reference. So have you seen me with a problem with kati owekigere? That's his excitement. But I have told you, one, processions zetumanyi obulungi wano eza piki oziraba era nzibalaze, ez'amamotoka agavuga obubi, inconsiderate use of motor vehicles. Abantu baba pakide motoka abalala emitwe gifulumye. So tebatubuzaabuza. No. Anyway, the issue is very simple. Ffe tumanyi nga bwe tunakwasa etteeka lyaffe tujali kwasanga amateeka bwe googera. Mu Uganda recently twatwala almost abantu oba emitwalo ng'emeka mu court. Tetutera kuwandikira buli muntu ng'amenya etteeka. Bw'omenya etteeka teri kitugamba nti tulina kukuwandikira. Etteeka bwe baliyisa ne lifuuka etteeka kye kiwandiiko ekiba kisoose. Awo wootegeerera nti etteeka liri mu buyinza. Bino ebyotubuzaabuza tuwandikire. You mean buli muntu agenda mu poliisi abo abantu bonna betukwata nga poliisi tubawandikira? No, that's not how law enforcement works. Nti buli anamenya etteeka ng'owandiika. No, that's not how the law works. The law works this way. The law is put in place. You, the citizen, follow it. Don't even wait for police to write to you. Ku capability kati waliwo situation gye bayinza okusobola oluusi ne gye bataasobole. Particularly abo abasirikale twabawakuwa bukuumi. Now, when it comes to ekintu ekyokwenforcinga amateeka g'ekitundu, territorial commanders ne troops ze twasayininga mu operation orders zaffe gye ziri. Security we gave to the candidates is their security for protection against harm. But the security officers who are supposed to ensure that the campaign process the campaign regulations are followed are territorial commanders, and it is also well enshrined in our security plan and operation orders. Mr. Bwana Mutebi, I've not come here for comparisons. You get it? This is not a comparative analysis. This is not a presser for particularly comparing candidates. Today I have called you to tell you what we shall tolerate and what we shall not, and the action that shall be taken if laws are violated. Thank you. This is a statement in respect to the incidents we have observed during the campaign trail. Yesterday, we made an analysis of the incident that occurred in Namioya village, that is on Kalaji Kayunga Road. And we observed a number of reckless actions which actually resulted into the injury of persons, most of whom, as we speak, are now admitted. Some of them have been transferred from St. Francis Hospital in Nagalama. Now they are in Mulago. And our investigations show that there was gross negligence and recklessness. So we are saying that this kind of conduct, we can't tolerate it, because we warned and we said, have your lorries, have your move to the venues, crowd from there, talk to each other, but leave the roads intact. And precisely these videos are a depiction of those violations. So we are saying that those violations are not going to be tolerated and some action is going to be taken.